Hey guys, so welcome back to another video on Fubo. This video I'm going to be talking about why I believe the stock will be $3 by next Christmas. In my previous video, I'd really suggest you looking into it if you find Fubo interesting. It goes more into what the company is, where it has come from, and goes into depth of the balance sheet and the financials of the stock. So give that a check out and then come back to this video and see why I think the future of Fubo looks pretty fruitful. So yeah. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So the first thing I noticed when a post coming from Reddit by Fubo Stock Weekly, I'd suggest checking their channel out. It seems like they're going to be posting more regularly. Is that they posted this interesting information that on January the 6th, there's been a motion granted to allow the United States of America to participate in an oral argument on behalf of Fubo TV. So on January 6th, it seems like there's going to be a defendant appeal which they're going to talk for 50 minutes, being venue, which I talked about in my previous video. And 12 minutes Fubo is going to talk, and then 3 minutes the government. So the next thing that I think not enough people are talking about is the tens of millions that the three companies of Fox, ESPN, and Disney would have had to have put into to create Venue, just for it to be blocked by Fubo. They would have had to spend so much money on staff, on getting the software, on getting the contracts to broadcast the sports. They would have spent so much money, and then to add it up, then to also to go to court and to battle this trial, just for it to get blocked. Fubo are now the gatekeepers, I think, of the sports industry, and anyone that wants to get into it are now going to be worried. You know, do they really want to go through all the faff of having to spend so much time and effort just for it to possibly be blocked by Fubo? I don't think so. So, you know, if a company like Amazon or Netflix is going to try and get into this space, are they going to be really looking at trying to create their own competitor, seeing the way that Venue went? Or do you think anyone that's interested in getting into this space is going to think, you know, Fubo's look pretty cheap right now. 450 million. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You could just purchase it. And, you know, you kind of skip the whole thing that why Venue got the preliminary injunction, because you just go buy Fubo and you get all the customers, all the software, all the contracts. These are dedicated customers. People want to see Fubo succeed. These are the little guys. And, you know, if Netflix or Amazon come along and buy them out, that's an easy way to get into the industry with no faff. Guaranteed results. So that's the thing I want to talk about next. I can't seem to get it out of my head, but Fubo now seems to be the gatekeeper of the sports streaming industry. The Amazon and Netflix, they're just two companies, two examples of companies, but the companies that I'm thinking about that would be perfect to buy out Fubo. You know, Netflix tried the, what was it, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight over Christmas? It was so laggy, I couldn't watch it. And I looked online and so many other people said the same thing. And I'm just thinking, these are companies that if they want to get into sports streaming properly, they got to go. There's a possibility there that they might buy out Fubo. And it would make sense. And the stock would easily $3. Come on, guys. $3 by Christmas next year if they did. $3 easily as soon as they bought it. So the next thing to talk about is Fubo's road to profitability. They have a revenue between 1.57 and 1.59 predicted billion dollars for the year of 2024. Billion. And it's worth 450 million. The stock's gone down from highs of, what was it? $48? And it's now at $1.44. You know, that's a decrease of 90. That's 97% decrease from highs. It's projected. It's a company that's priced as is going to go bust. And if it doesn't, which is looking like it's not, and becoming profitable in 2025, the stock doesn't make sense, right? It's just clearly so undervalued because the stock is priced that it's about to go bust. And let's say that the Venue gets out of the way and we no longer have Venue and we've become profitable. You know, $3, that's looking pretty small now, doesn't it? You know, $3 takes us up to about 900 million. We're not even at the billion yet. And you want to look and project out and to try and see, where will Fubo be in a couple years now? Because now it doesn't look so grim. For Fubo, rather than saying, "Oh, company's gonna go off, it's gonna go off the cliff." No, the company's going up now. The company's becoming more profitable, more money's going to the business. Now people are going to think, "Oh, FOMO Fubo." That's what I'm going to call it. Okay, so my final point that I wanted to say of why I think Fubo will be at least $3 by next Christmas is something that Fubo has only started to lean into, which is its betting industry. Now, Fubo is this niche company where they focus solely on sports streaming, and because of that, they've got some dedicated users that love Fubo because of what it stands for and what it's doing for this cord-cutting industry where people haven't got tied fees. You can cancel subscription whenever you want. You don't have to pay it out for a year, and it's way too expensive, and they put on whatever you want, and you have no choice. You can look at Fubo, see what channels they've got on, and subscribe for just a couple months. You just want to have it just for the NFL or just the NBA. You can do that. Now I think how this links to Fubo leaning into sports betting is that the customers, they love Fubo, and I think that they will happily take their money that they're investing into these sports betting programs and start putting it through Fubo. And if it's easy for people who are using Fubo to just bet as they're watching the games, I think that's going to rake in millions and become a whole new revenue stream that I think could. That's my main reasons as to why I think that the revenue it makes
at least $3 by Christmas
subscribing
next year,
if not earlier. If any of these things comes true to my predictions as to why the stock will go up, the stock will go up massively. I think surpassing $3 is very likely. If they win the preliminary injunction against Venue and they fully manage to get rid of Venue, or if they become profitable next year, or if they get a more successful sports betting platform, I think any of these things could definitely send Fubo to $3 easily. Fubo should be at $3 now, so it could be past $3. And especially if it gets bought out by another company, someone with the likes of Amazon or Netflix, it could be $5, $6, $7, $8 by then. The idea of it going bankrupt then is out the window. So, yeah, that's my video on Fubo. This is more of a stock prediction video. I went into the more financial side, as I talked about earlier in a previous video, where I really talked about what Fubo is and etc. So give that a watch if you like this one. But this one was more about focused on the stock.